Last is free today.
And we are live back again with another podcast. This is 6 Feet Going Deep. I'm your host, Nick Torius, and we are here with...
You already know who it is, man. Give me a second to get it right. It's your boy Gio, but they call me Gianni. Feel me? They gotta do nice and smooth. Don DeMarco. Hit him with some shit. But yeah, you already know who it is, man. We gonna jump right into this shit. Today's just me and Nick. Special guest.
That's pretty much what it is. Because everyone else is just a guest, you know? Just guests in our house.
It's funny, bro, because I feel like one of the first times we did this, it was like the test to see if like, can we do the podcast just us? And then at the end of it, you're like, yo, that shit was smooth. Like, we could actually do it just us. I'm like, hell yeah. But sometimes it's good to have a third person to add perspective. But me and you, sometimes we get a little deep. So it'd be hard to talk about certain shit.
I just don't want to
Illuminati confirmed.
I just don't want to put all of my business out, you know? Because sometimes, bro, I actually be thinking like, you know, all these people are trying to be famous and all this stuff. And, you know, like, what is the price of fame? It's like people know what that you're like, you know, they know you. Yeah.
Nah, for sure. I mean, there is a big price on fame. That's why there's a lot of rappers that you hear, they'll say like, if I could change anything, I would keep the money, but I'd give back the fame. And then you ask them why, and a lot of them say things like, I can't enjoy the simplicities in life, like going to the movies anymore, or going to bowling, or going to a festival. You can never go to a Rolling Loud again. You can never go to a Coachella again as a regular party goer.
See, that's the part I'm fine about. I'm okay with that.
For me, I'm not. That's why I want to do it now, because it's like, in the case that I do get big, how I plan on it, it's like I won't have that freedom in the future. The only freedom I'll have is in places where there's other people with money, and that's like a weird freedom. It's not real freedom. And then another thing too is like I always want to be close to earth.
Well, do you want to hang out with homeless people?
No.
Okay, I mean, then that's like the same thing as like
I'm willing to talk to homeless people.
But you're not willing to spend like that, be their friends, right? You don't want a homeless man friend. At
the point in my life that I'm at now, where I want to grow and expand, no.
Okay, so that's the same thing as like being rich and only wanting to hang around rich people. Well, it's like I don't want to hang around with those broke people.
It's because I'm at a point where I'm trying to level up. I can't, affect my thinking. But
that's how rich people think, bro. I be thinking the same thing, bro. Like whenever people talk about like poor people thoughts and shit around me, I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to hear that. I'm trying to hear like.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, the problem with that is certain people, they're already programmed to certain thought patterns and shit. A lot of times you'll tell them about certain plans you have, and they're so big, or they're so like they won't even. But sometimes I'll tell somebody something I did, and they'll think like, oh yeah, good luck with that. And I'm like, no, I already did it. They're like, what the fuck? And it's like, yeah, like why are you so close-minded to the shit that's possible? It trips me out.
Have I ever done that to you?
What?
Like what you just said?
Trick me into thinking that.
No, like have I
not
ever?
Trick, but
Have I ever like? Like look at this book. I'm like, Do You Deserve Pussy by Nick Torius.
By Nick Torius. Why Women Deserve Less. And now we got the real book.
I'm looking for like
You Deserve Pussy.
I'm looking for like topics that I wrote. But have you ever tried to like you ever like wanted to do something, but that kind of like was like, nah, man, you can't do that. Nah.
Today you're giving me a bit of like pushback on certain things just based on the idea we were talking about like jobs and real life.
I was just saying what I would like if I was you.
And you were saying like, if I were in your position, I'd go to school and I'd get a real job, and I'm here like, buddy, we're doing this together.
You saw what?
Nah, I think for the one thing I've been paying attention to the last month is almost every person that does something great or something huge, they have the idea. They have a dream at first. They have something that in their head that doesn't seem possible or doesn't seem accomplishable to the average person. So it's like, if that's what it takes, if I need to open that window first, then allow me to open that window first. Because like, it's not going to happen by me being closed-minded about it, But not to you, just anybody in specific who wants to shut anybody else down.
Nah, you know what I just realized?
What's that?
You're more successful than I was at your age. So the thing is like you saw, like around your age, you saw it before I did. So it's like, you have more time to understand life, I guess, after fame. Whereas it's like, for me, it's like, like I would say like I was like a little hometown celebrity, right? Like niggas came up to me rapping. So I consider myself famous. You feel me?
That's a fair analysis.
Did you just hit the pen?
Yeah, I did.
Call the police.
Call the police. Hell no.
Nah.
Where's stupid at? Hold on.
It is a blue one.
Blue? Okay.
I remember that.
Light blue?
Yeah. No.
Stupid. Yeah, there we go.
That's perfect. Nah.
Yeah, I was calling myself stupid at that point.
But I didn't, niggas came up to me rapping and shit. Niggas came up to me asking for pictures and shit. Niggas came up to me breaking my phone and shit. So it's like, like that shit gets in my head. So I'm like, I'm famous, So it's like at the fall off. Like I can admit obviously I fell off of the
Patrick CC, the fall off of Nick Torius.
Yeah, I always wait for those. Like whatever happened to 6 feet.
Yeah, nah, that's funny as fuck, bro. I was watching one the other day on Deli Status. I don't know if you know what they are, but it's a good video. Yeah,
they made one about me?
Nah, they don't. They trust me. They're not airing nothing out. At least right now. I hope not.
No, but
the fall off of Cutler Beats.
Because bro, everyone says, oh, they fell off. Everyone says Drake fell off. Did Drake? No, he didn't. Like I was watching No Jumper before you got here, and I'm reading the live chat, and everyone's like, oh, No Jumper fell off. Like literally every single thing. No Jumper fell off. No Jumper fell off. Oh, yeah. Only 500 viewers, and it's like, bro, you're still watching it. How do they fall off if you're watching it?
It's a tricky question. Well, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like
I don't think I finished what I was gonna ask.
Oh no, I could see. I thought that's what it was. He paused, so I thought it was a
like we're talking about you going to school, you doing all this stuff. Like I was just saying like what I'm like just like the stuff that I'm going through right now, because it's like for me, I honestly, it's not that I don't want to be famous. I've always wanted to be famous, but it's like having a job, like having a job that like pays you all the time. When you really think about it, bro, it's like when you take away like the modernism of life and stuff, it's like imagine you're like a caveman.
Crave structure, bro.
Exactly, bro. I'm literally like every day, bro. Yes, I was cleaning my room. I was like, I crave structure, bro. That's a choice. I can't stand any more choices, man.
Oh man.
It's like I'm at a point in my life where I have like so much freedom, and it's like I laugh at other people like, damn, you gotta stay here. I can leave, Yeah. I don't like, no one knows where I'm gonna be at. I don't even know where I'm gonna be at all day. So it's like I have so much freedom, and it's like when you have that much freedom, it kind of,
Yeah. Well,
no one man should have all that power.
I think like this, right? Damn, I'm trying to formulate this in a constructive way.
This is so long.
Yeah,
is it always that long?
It's not. I don't know, bro. Damn, it's just I lost my train of thought, and I was trying to get it back.
What were you genuinely gonna say?
Nah, that's the thing. I had it at first, and then I lost it. I'm like, fuck, bro. And I was trying to remember it, and I couldn't get it back.
Yo, this weekend, bro, I went on a date with this girl, right? And she was so fucking annoying, bro. It's like everything I said, like we're in the car driving, and I'm like, oh, like I asked her a question. She's like, huh? And I repeat it, and then she answers. And she said that every single time, bro. And it was just like, yeah, it's like, bro, imagine we're doing a podcast, and every time you say something, I'm like, huh? Stupid. Oh, bro, like I hate when people do that shit. Do people ever do that to you, bro?
Huh? I think you ever seen that the beginning of the NLE Choppa music video? I forgot. Yeah. Where's my $5? Huh?
Oh yeah. Oh, that was a music video.
Yeah, it was the beginning of a music video.
She's like, "You so broke, you want to steal my $5? Like, you so
broke, you need it back." Nah, NLE's funny as fuck, bro. Yeah, I remember we were talking about. I've had it. I don't know if you want to.
No, I just want to say that it was the worst day ever, bro. Like, and I picked her up, and we went to the beach, bro.
Was she pretty at least?
I picked her up from Homestead, the deepest part of Homestead, and we drove to the beach. And it's like, that's a long ass drive,
we need the Mexican trumpet. That's what we need on here. That's what we need next.
But she was like Asian.
I would have played that shit. Nah, them Asian, they be looking chinita, bro. Like they have like Chinese eyes a lot of times than Mexican.
Don't get me wrong, bro. She could get it. She was just so fucking annoying.
Yeah. Nah, I think Mexican women are attractive, especially when they got them little. But yeah.
Shouts to Britannia.
Britannia. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, we're actually getting somewhere, bro. We're talking about
Wait, isn't it you know Britannia, right?
Yeah, I know who she is. She's been out for a while.
It's so funny whenever I listen to podcasts and it's like niggas like across the whole fucking country, they like watch the same porn or like know those same porn stars or like influencers that I know.
It's so hard to keep up though. Me, like I be having friends that be like they know like the porn stars' names and shit, and it's like I don't have like a favorite porn star.
It's not Asa Akira.
I see. I don't even know who that is. Like
you know Asa Akira?
I don't know who that is though.
That's like everyone's favorite, like their go to, like or Abella Danger.
I know Abella Danger. I've seen her.
He
said, "Of course, she's popular down here." No,
River Ross.
Oh yeah, he said, "Nah, we're good friends." Never did nothing. But yeah, as far as being an adult and like reaching a certain point where you see other people around you accomplishing certain things and getting to certain points in their life, right? What do you feel like is like the benefit that you've had? Is that my phone?
Yeah, I was like, what? Who is that, my neighbor?
No, it's a YouTube video that's playing in the background, I think.
Of what?
I don't know. Somewhere there.
Not, hey, all right, whatever. What are you saying?
Yeah, but back to the thing. But I feel like, all right, so you're telling me like, all right, I think you should go back to school and get a job. What do you feel like? Not necessarily that's what you're telling me, right? But you're saying that you feel like there's people around you that are 20 years old that have also, you know what I'm saying? They went to school, they got the regular structured job, and now they're starting to acquire things like maybe a home, maybe a new car, maybe a boat. They're on a different path right now, right? What do you feel like would have been different for you had you went to school that you're suggesting to me that I should go to school?
Would have got more slits.
more whores. Oh, shit. I guess that's fair enough. I'll go back to school for that.
Now, it's funny because I texted you that this week because I was listening to the No Jumper podcast and I was listening to this girl just talking about how like she just like went to a frat house and she just fucked every guy there.
It's funny because I seen that clip like 2 days after. I forgot. I was watching a streamer and it popped up on their Discord, and yeah, the bitch was like, I just sat in the closet and whoever came up there, I just let them fuck me. I didn't even know who it was. I was just in the closet and I was like, bro, what the fuck?
But the thing about
like, what's going on? And it's crazy. That's why people say No Jumper fell off, because those are the clips that come out of that channel now. Whereas back in the day, they were really putting clips out for the culture. It was about rap. It was about hip hop. Now it's about the whores. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And all respect to Adam, because I get it. He's not just in one lane. He's in two different lanes. But you should have kept your platform separate, in my personal opinion.
Not in mine. I love No Jumper. To the day I die, bro.
Look, respect to No Jumper, but No Jumper originated from rap.
No, he didn't. He originated from BMX.
Biking, yeah,
BMX, bro. That's
okay.
Nothing to do with rap.
I mean, not 6 feet. I don't know what you're talking. He said what?
No, the Walmart No Jumper.
The Walmart No Jumper. Wish. No, but No Jumper, bro. Like, they're known for having some of the best podcasts in early alternative hip hop. We got great X interview. We got we got everything, bro. You know how many clips there was generated out of those No Jumper fucking interviews? And so much respect to No Jumper and Adam. You know what I'm saying? Adam even You know what I'm saying? He reached out to me on an email and he's like, yo, come. You know what I'm saying? He gave me an opportunity to go in there.
Stop the cap.
For real?
Yeah, I've shown you the email and shit before.
Well,
But
was it a real number or the fake one?
I try to double verify it. I'm gonna be 100% real, bro. Like to this day, I can't 100% confirm, but I'm 90% sure that was no jumper because the account that I hit up was followed by Adam, and she's like, "Yo, that's Adam's only email." And I was like, "Okay, so then it has to be real because the person was followed by Adam." So I was like, "All right."
Why didn't you do it?
Because it was not for free. It was like half off. So I had to fly to LA first of all, and then I started to pay for the interview, which I was down to do. I just didn't have the opportunity to go to LA at the time.
So Gio, would you pay for an interview?
Depends on the platform, but yeah, of course. If you just it's a rhetorical question. If Joe Rogan says he'll come on my platform, but you need to pay $10,000, I'm coming up with that $10,000. Not that he would do that.
So you would pay for an interview, but you wouldn't pay for sex?
Never.
Stop the cap.
I did it for you, but nah. I honestly, bro, I'm a lover boy for one. So it's like, yeah, I might pay for sex, but not in the way that a guy would pay for sex and prostitution. I'm talking about I'll go on a date and I'll make you feel good about yourself and I'll get your nails done and do this and do that. And we'll have a relationship where in some scenarios I end up getting some pussy. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to be paying you directly for sex. Because that doesn't sit well with me and my ego. I would come out of that situation feeling like, damn, I just paid for something that other dudes are getting for free. Now I feel less of a man. That's my personal opinion.
See, I'm always thinking that every time I'm on TikTok and I see like these guys talking about like, you know, oh, another guy got it for free. It's like, okay, yeah, sure. Are you that guy though? You know, some guys they get full rides to all right, like to college, I guess, or like some guys they get jobs without needing a degree, or like because they just know somebody, or like because they're white.
Yeah.
You know,
he said because they're white. Nah,
because they're like part of the yacht club. Because they're part of like the yacht club, right?
Looking for the cheering one. Is this one? There we go. That's because they're white.
Yeah, bro. One thing I learned about women is that women are not like everyone else. You know, like women are just like like not all women is the same, bro. It's like just because a woman might like you, but she might not like someone else. She might like you, someone else, and not like you. You know, it's on the woman. It's not about the money.
That's fair.
Am I wrong though?
Nah, I mean, look, like, and we had this conversation in text earlier, and I was saying, like, yeah, like, money can't unlame you. So, like, you could be rich, you could be someone with $1 million, and you could walk up to a girl, and if you have no quote unquote riz, what you new generations call it. Nah, that shit's funny. That word's it got played out quick.
Now the funniest word now is glazing, bro.
Glazing, yeah, you're glazing. Yeah, nah, it's so funny, bro. Kai is really like a pioneer of a lot of this shit.
He's the one that said that.
Glazing, fucking riz, like a lot of words came from Kai, bro.
Glazing is wild though, because if you think about it, it's like just giving a guy a compliment, right? Like, oh, you glazing. It's like you're fucking putting your. You can't even give a guy a compliment. Yeah, it's like you're putting your dick on him and putting your nut all over him, bro. Like that's insane.
Yeah, like you're glazing. Yeah, I never thought of that. That is crazy. You're glazing.
Yeah, like you're just like, yeah, I fuck with you, bro. Hey, you're glazing. Like, nigga, what?
Actually break it down like that. That's hilarious. That's
why I think it's so funny, bro. Like we were with bro the other day.
Oh yeah.
We're like, yo, we fuck with you so much, and like, bro, we're glazing the fuck out of this. It's like that's so.
Or whenever I was ask a question, we're like, yo, not to be glazing, you feel me? But you did accomplish this. Like how? It's funny. You even have to establish that now. It's funny as fuck.
Right.
No, but words have changed. But yeah, damn, I forgot what I was saying before about Riz. Oh yeah, you don't need a lot of money to have good Riz, bro. Honestly, there's a bunch of quotes on Twitter of girls saying broke guys have the best dick, and it's like, that's how you feel, and go ahead.
Where do you think that you can find the most truthful information about girls? 'Cause, you know, girls lie.
Most truthful information about girls, I think by becoming a girl's friend. because that way it's like
Is that
let's
the
say-
worst place? It's like, oh, I wish I could find a guy like you.
No,
I'm
yeah,
a guy like
when
me.
you're talking about finding out about girls. So let's say you want to find out about a girl, maybe you become friends with one of her friends.
No, like finding out about girls in general, like increasing your riz.
Yeah, increasing your risk. I would say having a girlfriend around, a girlfriend around. So that way, if you are texting a girl, she knows what she wants to hear. You could just pass her the phone, even be like, "Yo, like, damn, like she just texted me this. What do you think she means?" And she might even break it down to you and shit. I think being around other females and talking to other females will give you a better idea of how females work in general. Yeah, they're not gonna, but it's not like. It's not like we're holding secrets from each other. It's not like, oh, like the boys can't tell the girls this or the girls can't tell the boys this. It's like, no, if you have a conversation about something, you could get the information you need.
Bro, I'm not gonna this might be a lot of information, like TMI or whatever. Not TMI, but it's like, you know, I was always friends with girls when I was in like high school and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like all my friends were like always girls. The thing about it is, bro, is like, you know, it's not that I would act gay, but it was like I would act like more effeminate, you know. Like to be around the girls, you gotta kind of like be a girl, like, you know, you gotta be real soft, you know.
In a sense,
yeah. So it's like you're chilling with girls. Like I remember when I was in high school, I would always chill with my homegirl, and she would always chill with her friends, and we'd always hang out together, right? And always eat lunch together and shit. And you know, we would just be talking, and I would enjoy being around her more and her friends because I enjoy the female energy. So it's like, you know, when I'm with them. So we're talking shit. But then it's like when she wasn't there, I would hang out with my boys, and all they would do was like splat, splat. like bro, we just be no one would be talking. We just be hitting each other in the face, and it's like, you know, it's like you go from hanging out with girls who just talk and it's like chill and, you know, you're vibing, and then so you go with guys and they're not talking. But
it's more like horseplay.
Yeah,
it's more like physical. Yeah, no, but that's how we do it. It's like you could look at it even from like a kid perspective. Like kids, that's what they do. It's like the boys, they romp and play, and the girls, they gossip and they do the dollhouse.
But you understand what I'm getting at, right?
Yeah.
So it's like as an adult now, you know, I'm a lot more masculine than I used to be when I was a kid. So it's like when I was a kid, you know, to fit in with the girls, you gotta act like a girl. So say I would act like the girls.
Yeah.
Kind of, you know, to be around them, talking shit. So it's like when I talk to girls now, I gotta realize like, okay, you can't be like so masculine and so like dominant. So like, even though girls like that, you can't be all up in their face like, oh, give me, you know.
Well, I think the main thing is to be yourself, because the more you get into that whole feminine, masculine thing, it's like it's confusing. As long as you know you're straight and you can go out there and have confidence talking to a female, that's all that matters. Once you start getting into that extra shit, you're changing what your soul feels like. It's like, yeah, there's certain things about me that I know are a little bit feminine, but I'm not going to think twice about talking to a female because of it. Maybe a certain way that I stand when I'm sitting, or maybe a certain way that I let out a certain word or some shit. But it doesn't, I'm not fucking gay, and I'm not going to sit here and like, you know, but I do get what you're saying, bro. There's a point where you do have to like, you know, be in your masculine energy. You know, you got to be a man, bro. Me, I have it at the core of me, like you know what I'm saying, to serve and protect whatever woman I end up with. You know, just living with my mom, I've had that mentality. So whatever woman I come across, I'm gonna.
You know what it is, bro? Like sometimes you can't, cause I'm like whenever I deal with women, the most is like in public, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like in public, it's like you can't be so masculine in public, you know, because that masculine energy gets so much attention because it's like a direction, you know. It's like people, because I just mean the grocery store all day. So it's like in the grocery store, nobody has direction. They're just like, what do I want to eat today?
Yeah.
You know?
That shit pisses me off. Yeah.
So it's like it's like when you have direction, people like naturally gravitate towards that. It's like people's always following me and shit because I have a direction. So it's like when I see a girl, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go talk to her. It's like, that's my direction. It's like nothing's going to stop me. So then I do talk to her, and then everyone's like, all eyes are on me because it's like, oh, who does this guy think he is talking to the prettiest girl in the store, you know? It happened today. Everyone's like these stupid Chinese people. I'm like, get the fuck away from me,
Who does this
stupid
guy
Chinese
think
people.
Yeah, you see them like joking around, like he thinks you can pull this girl. Like, nah, like, come on now,
She was on the phone with her boyfriend. She's like, I'm on the phone with her. I'm like, give me this girl.
That's funny as fuck.
No, but it's like it's so funny how like everyone, bro. You know what's funny? When I saw you at Aldi the other day, there was this big, like chunky girl, right? Chunky, I think I don't know if you noticed her. She was like following like she was started following me first, and she started following you. You know what I'm saying?
I think I did, but I don't remember it specifically. I know like I had like 2 interactions that day with females at the Aldi. And that might have been one of them.
Oh, cool.
It was another girl in a dress. She was wearing like a sundress. And every fucking freezer I went to, she was like right next to me. And then I would go like another place, she would pop up right next to me. And I'm like, damn, she wants me to say something to her. But then I got like nervous and I was like, nah.
You don't be talking to girls in the grocery store?
I've been pussy, bro. Like honestly, a lot like if I'm by myself, I don't like doing that shit. I feel like I need to get hyped up with my friends. I'm so used to like being around friends. I'm such a social person that when I'm by myself, it's like I'm out of my element. Even when I go to stores, like I gotta call one of my friends or some shit. I feel like I'm not alone while I'm grocery shopping or something. So I'm a kind of a weird person, bro. I feel like I need my people with me.
That's insane to me, bro.
Like Rolling Loud, I bought my ticket alone. I'm hoping that more people buy tickets and that I'll be able to link with people once I'm out there. But as of right now, you feel me? I'm okay to do things by myself, but at the same time, I like doing shit with people. I like the excitement of like, oh, we're doing it. Bro, I don't live life for me. If I'm being 100% real, I don't find none of this shit fun if I can't do it with the
so
people
let me
that
ask you, Gio,
that I fuck with.
So going to Rolling Loud by yourself in the crowd by yourself is more fun than what we did last year? You be honest, I don't care. I just want to know.
I'm actually thinking about it, but
like not having direction is more fun than having direction.
the thing is, I have my own direction. So it's like once you taught me how to get through the crowds, one direction. No, but what you taught me how to get through the crowds is like, okay, I know how to do this now.
Did
so
I teach you? I
the
just
next
did
day,
it.
no, you did. Like you actually like I learned from you, and then the next day I went with my other boy, and I was like dragging him through the crowds, and he would kept trying to stay back, and I was like, nah, bro, like I can't be dragging like the weight of other people. And I love my boy to death, bro. And I told him to come this year. Hopefully he comes and we'll have a good time. He hasn't bought a ticket, but my whole thing is like, I love music so much that it's such like a in the moment thing. I could give a fuck about who I'm with. Like all those people, we're all singing the same lyrics. We're all having a good time. Like, and I love music so, like, I don't think people get it. Like I love music so much,
bro. Like
it's hard to wrap my head around it.
You know, one time I was watching American Dad, and then you watch American Dad, right?
It'll be a wonderful day.
Nah, I wish I had a song for that. I was watching American Dad, and Roger was on a date, but
he was the best character.
He wasn't really on a date. He was just like scoping, and then the girl was like, so do you like music? And Roger's like, no, I'm the one human on earth that doesn't like music.
Straight up, who doesn't like music?
Yeah, like honestly, bro, like that's why I tell you, like, you know, like, are those like to be a rapper? Was that really my dream? Because it's like, who the fuck, like, whenever I hear other niggas, because I used to be like, yo, I'm so passionate about music, bro. I love music. It's like, who the fuck isn't?
What I hated about wanting to be a rapper was that everybody else wanted it. So it was like, how possible is this?
That's why I liked about it, because I can make so many friends.
Yeah, that's what I loved about it too. And especially me being a producer, bro, like how many relationships I created, I was able to do a lot of the shit that I did because of it. You know what I'm saying? Being a producer, getting in certain circles and being around certain people. If it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for music, I wouldn't be able to.
But you think it was music, or was it the direction? Just because you were on a direction.
Well, I was definitely on a path, and then whoever wanted to be in alignment with that path, they tried to jump on the wave for a little bit. There was a lot of people that I seen came and go while I was doing my thing hard. You know what I'm saying? And then when I kind of stopped doing what I was doing, there was still some shit going on. You know, some people that kept doing their thing. But to this day, even, there's not a lot of people that have surpassed me musically. And I don't say that as like being cocky or something. I want all
just
the
stating
smoke.
Facts.
Listen, to this day, stupid. To this day, bro, I'm bar for bar the best rapper out of anybody I know in South Florida, and I'm willing to stand on that.
But let me ask you, Gio, what path got you the most pussy?
I think the light skin path. When I started posting pictures and shit in high school of like trying to look all attractive and shit, that's when I got the most hoes.
Wait, so that's not your phone, right? Because I do hear something.
I do hear something. I'm pretty sure it's
the aliens.
Pretty sure it's a YouTube video coming from the laptop. Or, unless it's your phone. Check your phone.
It is.
Wow.
This whole time.
These
Build your
funky
content strategy step by step.
This guy.
Nah, cause I asked you that because you know, the thing is, like, this girl told me, she's like, oh, I don't understand why you would base your whole life career path over like getting pussy, right? She's like, what you do is you do it to get pussy. It's like, who doesn't, like, what guy doesn't do that, right? She doesn't understand because she's a girl. And she's like, pussy is everywhere. Like, I hate when girls say that shit, bro. That shit be getting me so mad.
It is true though.
No, it's not.
You don't feel like that?
Is it?
I feel like personally.
What's your body? What's your body?
Listen, my body count's very low, right? But I will put it.
I was just kidding, bro.
I'll put into this perspective, right? If I start going to the club every single weekend, I'll tell you in 365 days, I have at least 15 bodies. So in a certain sense, like I said, if I go to the club, there's 52 weeks in a year. If I go to the club 52 times in 1 year,
bro, I got all my bodies
I will
off of
fuck at least
Tinder.
15 times.
I got all my bodies off Tinder and Instagram.
I don't have a Tinder account. So let's say I did make
Why?
a Tinder account. Because like I said, I don't be focused on that shit, bro. Like,
it's not focused, nigga. You wake up, you swipe, and go the rest of your day.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, like, after I stopped fucking with my ex and shit, I really just started running the bag up. That's how I was able to get my apartment. That's how I was able to keep my car running. How I was running, do everything that I'm doing now, buy my computer and shit. If it wasn't for that, bro, if I had a girlfriend right now, or if I was focused on females, I really would have been probably a year or two behind on my plan right now.
You want to know something funny, bro?
What's that?
So, like, I noticed that every time, like, at least for me, girls always flake the first link, right? The first link, anytime I'm like, oh, let's do this, they always flake. They're always like, something always comes up, right? It's like their rule. Their rule is like, oh, I'm gonna flake on the first.
Yeah, first time is gonna be a flake. Yeah.
So the other day, I'm talking to this girl, right? And I'm like, oh, let's go to Coachella. Like, let's go to Coachella and see Frank Ocean, right? Because I'm like, okay, it's the first link. So it's like, let me say something crazy.
Yeah.
So like, and she's like, you want to go to Coachella? I'm like, yeah. And she's going to be like, oh, I can't because it's my friend's birthday. So, and the next one, I'm like, all right, come to my crib then. Because it's the second link.
It's that second link. Gonna make it easier for you, shawty.
Yeah. So I use that little rule against them. Because it's like, because now, bro, it's like, I noticed, like, all right, do you be like trying to link up with girls?
I don't try to link up with
I low-key wish someone else was here because I know you don't really be on that.
Yeah, bro, like I'm not a hunter like that. Like I really am, but like I'm really not. Like it has to be someone I really find attractive, bro. And me and the thing with me is like,
yeah, the only thing I would change about you, Gio, is I wish you were more of a horn dog.
More of a horn dog. You're funny, bro. I don't know, bro. It's just I don't know. I don't know, bro.
Say man, hey man, say man,
hey man, say man. Hey look, hey look. So
what were you saying?
I've always had attractive women, and I don't say that as a flex. I don't say that as being cocky or nothing like that. I say getting a little bit older and being in a new environment where women start paying attention to your finances, the type of car you drive, the type of things you have. It is becoming a little bit more difficult. But me, I've never looked at women like an obstacle. Because I've mostly had success with most women. Like me, bro, I would say I'm charming. So I can go up to a girl and I can talk to her. And she might not feel me from a distance.
Charming for a 17-year-old.
First day, all right, fuck you, buddy.
Remember, I wasn't even the only one that said it. Rob said it too, bro. It's because them bitches wanted, like, because you had the shiniest pencil in the class. So they're like, I want to fuck him.
Yeah, nah.
Like, you got the shiniest pencil in the world.
But I feel like when I speak to a girl, bro, anytime that I actually talk to a girl and like we have a one-on-one where she can see the type of person I am, you know what I'm saying? I pop out my little smile and, you know, she sees a little dimple and shit. Then I get somewhere. But I haven't been in the game. Like,
yeah, it's because now they gotta be like, what do you do? So I can tell my friends, oh, he's a this, he's a that.
Yeah, but there's still environments where you can kind of like get away with not having to be somebody. And I am somebody, so that's not even a problem. You feel me? But at the same time, it's like, I don't know.
He's Gianni.
I'm Gianni. But like, I'm not focused on that shit right now. It's so hard to explain. And people be like, are you gay? And it's like, no, bro. I really don't. I don't care for pussy right now because I do want it. And I do want a girlfriend. I do want a relationship. And even without that, I do want females that I could regularly fuck with. I do have females that I could regularly fuck with. I just don't really like indulge in it too much because I feel like it's like I don't get nothing from it. I want something real. A lot of that shit's just like temporary and fun. But it's not.
I want to buy incest. Gay.
Ha! Gay. No, but don't get me wrong, bro. I still lust. Like, I still watch porn. I still see attractive women in public that I still want to approach, and that I still do talk to girls. Like, I'm not like under a rock. You feel me? I just don't. It's not my priority. It's not something that I wake up and you know what I'm saying. Like, yeah, if I go somewhere, I'm gonna make sure I look good. I'm gonna make sure I smell good, just in case. But it's not like this is what I'm looking good for.
All right, let's talk about how you're scared to talk to girls in the grocery store. Right?
Let's do it.
So it's so funny because I used to be scared too, and then I stopped being scared.
But you feel like that nerve like runs out. I've always talked to girls, bro.
Wait, I was scared. Now I'm not scared.
That's the double.
Wait, press him. What were you asking about the nerve?
So the thing for me, right, is like, no matter how much time passes by, I'll always be nervous to talk to a girl that I think is attractive, because I don't just talk to any girl. I talk to a girl that I feel something. Like you said, like the girls that you walk past and you like feel like funny around, those are the best ones to talk to. Like the ones you get most nervous around is the best ones to talk to. Those are the girls I like to talk to. So it's like, do you really feel like you get over that hurdle ever? Because I don't feel like it. I feel like that hurdle it always exists.
Yes.
I feel like you become more numb to it, but I think that shit, I don't know. I feel like maybe you're right. I haven't been there.
I'm numb to it. I don't give a fuck. I go to any girl.
There was a point where I did feel like that.
Like girls' IGs I got, and they just like write them down.
Bro has dates.
No, but because I follow on Instagram. No, but these aren't even all like I just started it. Like I'd be like going through.
Actually crazy.
It looks like more when I'm like on my phone. On here it doesn't look like a lot.
Like scroll like.
Yeah, because it makes me feel good. I'm like, oh, look how many girls numbers I got. Like see like from 3 to like. But these are just like not. These aren't even count numbers. These are Instagrams, so I don't like get them wrong. But I like, bro. The thing is, I get scared. The thing about it, bro, is like the super beautiful ones are the most easiest to talk to, right? Because it's like they charge you up, so it's like it's only hard to talk to them if like their man is there, or their dad, or their mom, or people around them. Like the thing is, bro, it's like the ones that really like you, and you really like them, are the hard, or like the ones that you could fuck. They're the hardest ones to talk to get at, because they want to have a conversation.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk.
They want to get somewhere. Like that brings a lot of nerve. It's like, damn, you really want to take this somewhere? Yeah, because it makes you nervous.
Not because I always hear like when I'm watching like Fresh and Fit and shit, they're like, oh, I don't like when a guy just comes up to me like, hey, you're cute, can I get your number? She's like, no, I'm not gonna give him my number. It's like he has to talk to me about stuff. It's like, bitch. Shut the fuck up, bro. It's like I don't bitch. like this is my first. We don't know each other. Why the fuck would I have a conversation with you right now? You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like the thing is, I love when I could just go up to a girl and I'm like, hey, what's your name? You're really pretty. Let me get your number. Why are you on your phone?
I'm just checking my hair because sometimes it fucks up.
Gotta look good on camera.
Straight up.
No, but it's like I love when it's like the interaction is like quick, bro. Like I hate talking to girls like so long. Like I'll like when I'm out, because I'm busy, so it's like I don't have all day to fucking talk.
You like
to
that quick into that? Oh, okay. So me and my girl, we going out tonight. I don't know. That quick shit.
I don't know.
He said, I don't know. Nah, bro, but you'll be surprised how easy some girls are. What
no, because the thing is, like, I feel like I'm so good at, like, I'm like, oh, I'm so good at talking to girls. I'm so good at, but it's like, I'll get all these fine ass girls. Like, I'll go up to the finest girl, bro, and she'll give me her number. She'll give me her Instagram and shit. But it's like, that's kind of where it ends, because it's like, to actually get her on the date, to actually talk to her, it's like, that trip, that, it doesn't really go too many places. Because she's like, Like she's a baddie. You know, like there's this girl I got the other day. I find her. She has 100K on Instagram. She has OnlyFans and shit. And I'd be like DMing her, and I'm like, that she's not gonna fucking read the shit. And then it's like the girl that actually wants to fuck me. She's like, you know, like she's playing hard to get and shit. It's like if I talk, she's like, ah. But it's like I know she's not really like gonna like she'll scream. She's gonna test like, oh, how strong is he? Like, is he really like, you know? It's like those girls that test you to see like how strong you are the ones that like you. But it's like I don't want to be tested right now because it takes too much energy. And it's like I feel like they're lower than me, you know. So it's like
who are you to test me, huh?
Yeah. So I always, like, me personally, I always go up to girls that are way above my level. It's like I only go for girls where like once like the finest girl walks in the store, bro, it's like I'm at it and it's like, okay, that one, and I just
see that's how I used to be, bro. And I think that's why I leveled up so quick too, is because I had that mentality like I need the best one, and then it's like you start just, and I was able to do it, bro. I don't know how I look now, you feel me? But in high school, I was nice little smooth.
Bro, especially since like I be getting at so many girls.
I was going crazy.
I be like DMing and like talking to so many girls on Instagram and shit and embarrassing myself. It's like if this nigga doesn't have the finest girl, it's like so embarrassing if I don't have the finest girl. You feel me?
It's funny, bro, because like that was like the biggest thing. And this like a lot of times I'll see like girls that I used to know that I would think like were ugly back then. I'm like, yo, that girl actually was not ugly. Like she was kind of pretty. But back then the mentality around, oh, if I get with this girl and my boys think anything of her negatively, that she's a little bit ugly or that she got a little bit of a gap or that her forehead is a little too big, I'm done. So it was like some of the girls you even thought were cute, you wouldn't get with just because of the scrutiny you would receive from your homeboys and shit. I always thought that was pretty funny.
You know what's crazy, bro? You know what sucks?
What's that?
Since I'm black, it's like girls, like realistically, girls really would only want me for like the girls that I like, those Latina girls that are like so fine and shit. It's like they don't really want a black guy, you know. They want like they'll have a black guy for like the night, but it's like for me, it's like I'm like, you know, like a little lover boy, like so like, oh, you know, like I'll love you and shit, but like I don't want a black guy to love me. It's like because I'm like brainwashed to like Latinas.
I got a good question for you.
Go ahead.
You're in a world right now where you can have like all these females that, you know what I'm saying, less than 1,000 followers or whatever the case is. You could pick based on your social status. My question to you is, have you ever thought about like dating exclusively within a certain parameter of a type of woman? Like she got to have a certain amount of clout or a certain amount of followers. Or a girl just that has emotion, would you consider getting in a relationship or even fucking with like another content creator?
Yeah, go more in depth, Gio.
All right. So you could talk to all these different girls and have all these basic conversations about all these basic things. Or you could have a conversation with a girl who content creates, whether she's a streamer, whether she makes YouTube videos, whatever she does. You feel like you might be a little bit more entertained at the idea of a girl who's like in the same wavelength as you? Or do you have more fun with the girls who are like kind of just living life? They're going to school, they're doing this, and they're the basic, regular, you know, Judy.
Look, see, Gio, it's kind of funny that you say that because when I think about it, most of the girls that be going on dates with now, they're like Instacarters, right? Like most of the girls, like I go on a date with them and they're like, they'll reveal on the date, yeah, I do Instacart. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's like since I do Instacart, it's like the only people on my wavelength are the people that do Instacart. You get me?
Yeah.
It's like that girl that she was like, what? She does Instacart. And it's like all these other girls, they do, like I'm always on the date with them and they do Instacart. And it's kind of annoying because I'm like, fuck, why am I only attracting Instacart girls? But it's easy because I'm like, oh, you're doing Instacart? I'm doing it's like dating my coworkers. You feel me?
You Insta bitches.
I just got that. It's like what you do kind of attracts the girl that you're gonna be with, you know. So like let me ask you, Gio, the same exact question. Like, would you want to be with like a streamer girl, like a Pokemon ass bitch?
All right, not necessarily a streamer girl, but like, all right, I will say this, and I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna leave names out of it just to keep it a little more vague. There was one time that I was messing with this one girl. She's a photographer and shit. She's super cool, and me and her had some of the best conversations ever. And we would always talk. We'd always, you know what I'm saying? Like, we talk about music, about old fucking Joey Badass and all type of like all this shit. We were on the same wavelength, you know what I'm saying? And I enjoyed that a lot more than I did with some of the other girls I was talking to that they were, you know, maybe going to cosmetic school or they had a makeup page or shit like that. I related to it a lot less.
That's what this Instacart girl did.
And she had a makeup page.
No, she went to cosmetic school.
Oh, cosmetic school. Yeah, so there you go. There's a lot of like basic traits, and I'm not saying that to disrespect or attack any women. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of I work at Home Depot. I'm pretty fucking basic. I'm trying to be not by doing a podcast.
What kind of girls you think you could get if you were a doctor? You get
same,
all the girls.
The same type of girls I could get if I
girl.
wasn't a doctor. I feel like, yeah, the money changes it, but the money only gives
Not even, bro.
The money magnifies
the
who you are.
prestige of being a doctor.
Yeah, that too. But like I said, money just magnifies who you are. So if you're a nerd, then you're going to be a rich nerd. If you're a cool guy, you're going to be a rich cool guy. If you're fucking evil, you're going to be a rich evil person. If you're nice, you're going to be a rich nice guy. You're going to give a lot. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, just magnifies who you are. So to answer your question, I'd be able to get the same type of bitches, but like times 10. Like, I'd be able to get a lot more of them, is what I'm trying to say. Because it just magnifies you.
Remember what Seth are you? And I said, yo, give that girl $10.
Give that girl, yeah, he wanted me to get a girl's number or give her $10.
You should have just gave her the $10, bro. You would have felt so much better.
Nah. Look, bro, the thing was, like, I hadn't talked to a girl in like a while. It was like 5 months or some shit.
No, but
you wanted me to go walk up to this girl and speak to her, and I was so nervous. And I was like, nah, bro, I don't feel like that. Like, I didn't have it in my head that I was going to talk to her.
I'm proud of you for doing it, though.
I appreciate you, bro.
I got to make good art.
Good art. He drew me as fucking Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Yeah, you can pull it up.
He said you can pull it up. Nah, shit, we should, but now we know we need a... You think they sell iPhone cables longer than this?
Yeah, but do they sell iPhone cables longer than this last a long time?
Yeah, that's what we need to figure out. Because we figured out OBS right now, and we got everything set up. All we need to do now is just find a longer cable so we could actually use the camera from the iPhone.
But I think that's so funny, bro, because I wish that you would have listened to me, and I wish that you would have just gave her the $10 because then you wouldn't even have given a fuck.
Yeah, but I went home with $10. Fuck that bitch.
So
I had $10.
The $10 was worth less than what the lesson that you would have learned by giving her the money.
Yeah, but what lesson did I learn by being a bitch? Like, I still talk to her.
The bitch would have been taken out of you.
If I just gave her the $10, nah, I would have felt like more of a bitch. No. You see, that's your problem, Nick. You be throwing these hoes money. You need to stop that OnlyFans shit.
Well, I can go up to girls. Look, I wrote a book, Killing the Coward Inside You, Building Confidence and How to Go Up to Girls. Talk to girls.
Is it about me?
Why you get so scared to talk to girls? Nah. One day when I went to FIU, I was
more confident than us when we go up to
the hunt.
The hunt.
Yo, honestly, bro, because it's like
being around you makes me want to be a hunter, but it's like, fuck, bro, that shit pisses me off.
Why?
Because it's like I don't care for it, but then at the same time, I was like, damn, I need to care for it being around you. Because then it's like, damn, like I can't like not care for it.
Because I have so much because it's like the one thing I'm good at is going up to girls and talking to them, like cold approaching. Because
I wish I could call like one of my friends. It's so late and it's a Wednesday night, but if I called, I have 3 good friends. I could tell you, like, we had our fair share of hoes, bro, in our lifetime.
You ever did a 2-man on them?
I'm tripping. Yo,
the hunter.
This is actually really fire, bro. Tripping out at it.
These are ants.
So I'm a little drunk, and the colors that are coming out of it are actually like
fire.
Yeah,
this is when I was on acid and I saw these colors flowing from. I saw my energy. I was like, whoa.
It's funny, bro. Is it weird that when I see your drawings, I want to like live in that world for a little bit?
This is
see what's going on.
Gay.
Gay.
Yo,
Not
look at
with
this.
actual drawing. I don't want to live in your world, buddy.
Look at this one. This was I made this one. He's like he goes into like the bloodstream, right? And these are horses made out of blood. They're blood horse battalion.
They're blood cells with horsepower.
And he's like getting chased by the blood cells, and like he's riding the blood horses. Oh, like see they're white blood cells, and they're riding the horses. Isn't that crazy?
That is wild.
I accidentally colored over them, but it's fire.
We could add this to OBS. Obviously, like not right now. But what I'm thinking is because you're showing me this, and I wish they could see it. And I'm thinking like we could add your iPad to OBS.
Because what happened was all the village elders, they slit their wrists and added their blood together into this gourd, and so he enters the gourd. And this is inside the gourd.
How do I get out of here, bro? Is the door locked? I'm fucking with you.
And then this is
The energy.
And then he goes, "Oh, it's somewhere else." But yeah, this is the hunter. That's why I feel,
you got some sketches that you never finished up. No, that's lit though.
Now we can't be looking at my drawings. No. No. I gotta exit. That's like another 2-hour podcast.
Yeah, straight up. Nah, they can't even see it.
But that's what I love, bro. It's like that thrill of the hunt. It's like literally like I know,
like 30
like bro, if you think about it, it's like the fun parts of being a man, they kind of take it away with all the stupid stuff, right? Like being a predator. It's like, you know, you can't say I'm a predator because that's like so fucked up, right?
Yeah, no, it's obviously crazy. You can't be a predator, a sexual predator, obviously.
Isn't that crazy how like the word predator
now is a very negative connotation around it because of the full phrase sexual predator.
Yeah, not even So it's like the thing is you kind of feel like a predator though, because it's like what is a lion is a predator. Like if like a guy says I'm a lion, he's like saying I'm a predator.
Yeah.
But
I get what you're saying.
He's not gonna say I'm a rabbit.
Predator is actually a good thing, but sexual predator is not a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
But it's like you can't say the whole entire
you can't
thing.
even say now. You can't even call yourself a predator, which has no real negative connotation. It shouldn't have no real negative connotation.
We both feel it. Isn't that so crazy? It's like we feel
I know
this is not right.
This is not okay.
It's like we both have the same indoctrination because it's like we don't have to.
Though.
Yo, if we can just erase that, then it's like predator is okay. But you get what I'm saying though.
Of course, trust me, bro. I pay a lot of attention to the way words and labels work. That's why I'm such a big fan of Kanye, because he's big on labels. I think the biggest problem we have right now is our separate, and we are getting a little deep, but we have
I don't believe in homosexuality. Me either, bro. If you could have seen your face when we said that shit, bro.
Oh, you watched it back?
Yeah, but I watched. I was here.
You see my face? Yeah, you see my face.
Because you're just like, bruh.
I was like, oh.
Because she's kind of. I'm not gonna say she's like off
pretty
the,
based.
She's not off the boat. She's just like, you know, she's not like all the way American.
I fuck with her though. She's pretty based. She's pretty cool.
No, but it's so funny because it's like that's not a good opinion to have.
Nah, I'm not saying that that's a good opinion. I'm just saying like
it's 222.
She's cool, you know.
Shout out
the time. Make a wish.
I told my mom that, and she's like thinking I'm a bigot and shit. She's like, oh, you hate gay people and all this. And it's like, no, it's not. I don't hate gay people. It's like I don't believe in homosexuality. Yeah, like I don't believe. Well, I believe it's a choice.
All right, so
like,
my thing is a little bit different. Like, yeah, like homosexual, all that shit's cool, but I feel like the labels itself, me and you should not separate based on skin tone, religion, or certain beliefs and shit. Like
sexuality.
I mean, I guess that's part of the spectrum, but like
gay son or daughter.
Man.
No, but continue what you're saying, bro.
But yeah, I feel like we separate a lot. That's the gist of what I'm trying to say. We separate each other a lot based on labels, and we say, "Oh, I'm this. Call me by these pronouns, or call me a Tita Fletcher. I'm not fucking white. I'm a Native American." You try to separate yourself so much, and you try to stick so close to your culture and so close to all the things that made you and your people what they are, whether you're black, Asian, Native American, white, Hispanic, whatever it is, wherever you come from, you try to stick so close to these things. And what you don't realize is we're fucking neighbors. Why am I going to sit there and separate myself from you when we live right next to each other? We pay the same bills. We got the same fucking rent. We got the same pretty much everything. So why go against each other? That's what they want, really. Because when we start sharing each other, we start sharing ideas with each other, and we start doing our own thing. We start, having our own ecosystem where we can communicate and share information and do all these things with each other. That's what they don't want. That's why they keep us separate. That's why they try to keep all these labels going. That's why they're trying to push this agenda of like who, she, they, and all those fucking pronouns and black and white and BLM and all these things is to separate. It's to create. It's like oil and water.
Yeah, but look, I was watching a documentary and there was like this monkey, girl monkey, baby. And it's like I'm speaking Spanish, but in English.
Girl monkey, baby.
She was an orphan, and it's like all the other monkeys didn't give a fuck about her. When there's a predator, they're like, fuck that girl, she doesn't have parents. And it's like, she didn't choose to have parents, but everyone in the village of monkeys decided fuck her. She doesn't get any food. She gets thrown to the animals so that she's like a diversion. And it's like from a perspective of her life as this monkey baby. And it's like, it's so sad because it's like she's a little orphan that didn't choose that. And she can't, all the other kids, they get to do all this stuff with their parents and stuff. But it's like she doesn't get that because she's the orphan.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, it made me see like that's how we are treating with these labels, because it's like, like you can label, oh, that's an orphan, right? You can label that as an orphan, but at the same time, she's worth nothing because is an orphan. It's not that these monkeys are like, oh, there's an orphan. No, that's what her worth is.
Yeah.
Like the other day, I told you about this girl. I saw a TikTok. She's like homeless and shit, and she's like selling her art of like mushrooms and shit. And bro's like, how much is that? And she's like $5. But it's like she didn't say the art is worth $5. She said she's worth $5.
That's how you felt about the price she gave her art.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like she's not like, anytime you're selling something and you like put a price, it's like that's how much you think you're worth.
No, of course. You also can't think
Not
I'm
if it's
worth
like
$32 million, so let me charge this person $32 million. You got to get it proportionally.
But if you're gonna say $32 million, you have to say I'm worth $32 million.
Like Kai, for example, let's say they give him a $20 million contract for 2 years,
$45 million,
or 45 for 2 years, right? Then let's say this: I'm worth $45 million over the next 2 years. Now that's putting worth on yourself. But as far as saying like, oh, I'm worth this amount, so let me charge you $1,000 for this piece of art that took me 5 minutes to make, shouldn't do that either. You should take the amount of time you took to do your art accountable for how long it takes for someone to make that amount of money.
Nah. Because I made an AMV in 2 minutes, and that shit got 1 million views. So and I made like $800.
There's scales, but
so
I feel like, for example, a barber, right?
Should I have taken into account how long it took to make?
No.
This is gonna take me longer, and probably gonna get like 30 views.
Probably gonna get less views, of course.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, right? I go to a barber, and I make, let's say, $20 an hour. So I have to go, and now the barbers are charging $40 for a haircut. So it takes me.
So funny. The barber revolution.
The barber revolution, right? I don't pay no $40, but let's just say for the sake of the math.
Yeah, shouts out to Cuba. That's my dog.
No, but $40 for a haircut, and I get paid $20 an hour. That means it takes me 2 hours of my job to pay for a 30-minute haircut from you. That proportionately, the time is off. So you got to start. You got to think
proportionally of the hose. You got to think about what the hose is gonna think.
Yeah, of course. There's certain value that you can put on everything, and I know it's kind of a bad example because not everything works like that. But how I look at it is like, if I spend an hour and a half on a beat, then I shouldn't expect more than $35 from you, because that's about what the average person gets paid an hour and a half.
See, that's the difference between a poor person mentality and a rich person mentality. Poor people get paid by the time that they put into something. Rich people get paid by the results. So it's like
Nick's calling me poor, everybody.
Because you're thinking like a poor person. If you were like, I want my my lawn mowed, right? And you know, you're trying to talk on the phone, work from home and shit, and people outside are mowing your lawn loud as fuck. You can't get your work done because you're trying to make these calls. They're loud as hell, and they're there 6 hours, and the shit looks like ass. It's like, are you gonna pay them more than the person who's there for like 30 minutes and they're quiet and then they're out?
Well, another thing is not everything, not the price of everything is based on.
But you pay
effort.
for the results.
Some things are based on effort and impact. So, for example, a Joe Rogan podcast, it might not have a lot of effort put into it, but it has a lot of impact, so it's worth a lot more. So those two factors affect how much something's worth.
What I just said.
Yeah, no, but I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying, like, yeah,
I was editing.
It's obviously it's not just one thing, but if you have to focus down on that one thing, then yeah, you gotta.
I was editing the interview with the podcast we do with Rob, and I was like, "Oh, something," and he's like, "Yeah, it's like the reflection." I'm like, I literally just said that.
You want to repeat me again, buddy? You parrot.
No, I love doing that. Like whenever I say something and someone just says it the same thing I said but different, it's like,
yeah,
you're literally just reiterating what I said. Yeah, G, I feel like you're the only person I could feel like I probably would lose an argument to.
You think?
Yeah, because I'm so smart and I'm so logical, and it's like, you know, like I love when I'm arguing with somebody or like debating someone and they start like talking about like once like you know that the other person lost the argument once they start attacking your character.
Oh
like,
yeah, for sure.
Isn't that the best?
Yeah, that's the best. It's like, yeah, I got him, bro.
Like what? Like, oh, but what about you? What,
I remember my brother did
once,
that to me once, bro. It was so fucking annoying, dog. He was having a situation with his girlfriend or some shit, and I didn't even bring anything up with this girl. I don't think. I thought it was. I don't remember exactly what the situation was, but I brought something up. I was like, "Yo, bro, you shouldn't be acting like you should calm down." You feel me? And the first it was like, "Oh, how about you? How you treated your this and that? And how you're?" And I'm like, "Bro, like, why are you attacking me?" You feel me? But you know, right then and there, it's deeper than it's something that person either doesn't want to accept or they're trying to like they're putting something on you at the time because they don't want to, you know what I'm saying, deal with whatever you're trying to get.
What about when they like when you argue with them and they just like shut down and they're just like they're over the conversation? Like, how do you just do that? They're just like, all right, ugh.
Yeah, that kind of gets me. I'm a debater. I'm a master debater. So I'm a master debater. So
yeah, that's the only one. That's the only one.
I know it's the best one though. I love it. Fucking, I love to have a full conversation and to end it. I don't like to walk away with like, oh fuck you, no fuck you. That's it. Well, let's agree to disagree. I hate that shit,
bro. With my brother, it would be crazy, bro. We would be arguing for hours, dog, about philosophy.
Nah, it's the best.
But it's so funny because he would get like the thing is about my brother is that he would get like frustrated, right? And he'd be like so frustrated. He's like, how I can't get through to you. I'm like, yeah, I know. We're like little fucking cheetahs. We're sharpening our claws so when we go into the real world we can annihilate people.
Yeah.
So it's like,
nah, both of you. Yeah, I'm sure you guys got a lot of like sharpness within your debating skills just been through that experience.
Yo, you know what's funny, bro? The funniest thing ever is that when I realize is like for me, I'm like a spiritual Republican, right? It's like I know you don't fuck with Trump, but I fuck with him heavy.
I didn't say I don't fuck with Trump.
Yeah, you did.
If I had to vote for a president and it's between Biden and Trump, I'm gonna vote Trump. But I told you that I don't fuck with politics.
No, you told me you don't fuck with Trump.
I don't remember saying that.
I remember we were going to FIU and you told me that. Well, I show you the Andrew Tate shit, the key. I remember that. Anyways,
well, if I did say that at one point, I've changed my opinion.
You fuck with Trump now?
I think Trump is a. I think Trump is a fit candidate for the United States of America.
No, the nigga funny. The nigga is basically Andrew Tate. Like when I watch him, like this is Andrew Tate.
Yeah, nah, he's fucking comedy. Nah, but like I said, I don't know enough about politics, and I don't care enough about politics to even have an opinion on it. Like my opinion does not this does not matter. I want to change the world in my own ways. Let them do their thing.
But that's besides the point.
Yeah.
The point is, it's funny to me because like I'm like this spiritual Republican where it's like I'm like my head's in the clouds. I'm like, oh, astrology and space and shit. But I'm like, guns should be legalized. Everyone should have a gun. Abortion is wrong. You know? And it's like it's so funny because it's like my personality is like liberal, but then it's like my like beliefs is like Republican and conservative. Yeah. Like women should be in the kitchen and traditional shit. But it's like my brother, he's more like liberal as his position, but he's more like, he's more conservative with his like actual life. If that makes sense. Like we're
So you think he's using his political views in his real life? He's being like conservative in real life.
He's more like, he acts more like a conservative person,
but that's not his political view.
Yeah, because he believes in like science and shit. Like he's like, oh, statistically, like Myron, right? Like Myron is hella conservative, and his Fresh is so stupid, bro. I
bro, my favorite thing on the Fresh Fit podcast is seeing Fresh say some dumb shit in the whole chat. L Fresh, L take from Fresh, and I just be dying of that shit, bro. But shout out to them. I love their shit. They're probably live. What's today? Wednesday. Yeah, they're live right now.
This Thursday.
Well, Thursday
technically
morning, technically, yeah. But they go live on Wednesday night.
But it's so funny, bro, because I fuck with them. They're just so dumb, bro. Because it's like
the best sound.
Like facts and statistics. Yeah,
that's Fresh. No, it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's like he doesn't have a mind of his own. He's just like,
yeah.
Like me and my friend with the pink hair I showed you earlier, the bull.
Yeah,
it's so funny because I would always be like, yeah, like, you know, like when like, and he would
like
always
the cartoons and shit, like,
yeah, like
Bling Boy.
The boss would always be like saying something, and then the crony would be like, yeah.
No, it's funny. I watch Fresh and Fit sometimes just to compare it to us, like how do they operate and how do we operate, and then what's the difference?
They have more
us?
Girls.
They got the house, but they also have, you know, they're, at least for me, I feel like they're on a way different level just because of their age. Like Myron, for example, was able to have a whole career, and you know, he was a federal agent and shit. He was able to do his thing. So that alone right there is like access to higher frequency women.
Yo, let's talk about.
And then Fresh was a pimp.
Oh,
pimp but a player.
You want to make a cooking show? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, I wanna.
Just get me recorded, so that means that it's gonna happen.
I wanna cook, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a bunch of cameras set up.
Yo, can you let him cook, bro? Can you let this guy cook?
So we're gonna get on the show. We're gonna bring a lot of the hus. Not playing. I want to get a lot of cool people on, bro. Fun people. So
gay.
Nah, but
we're
gonna have hoes. No. Look, the episodes we do have hoes on. They're gonna be wearing something nice. Trust. Watch. We got a little. I'll have something set up.
Shout out to Spiritual Medusa.
Shout out to Spiritual Medusa. You know what I'm saying? She's, you know, we got her set up for her episode. She gonna, you know, wear a little something tight. But look, I want people from different ethnicities, people from different areas to get on the show. Right now, we've had.
Bro, you should do a Smash or Pass cooking edition where it's like they taste the food and then they're like,
they have to smash or pass the food
because of the food that they eat.
They're gonna smash.
Yo, that'd be so.
Yo, that's actually lit though, because you can smash food. Smash is not exclusive to fucking. That's actually fire. Smash.
No one's ever done it.
Yeah, no.
We can't release this until you do that shit. Right?
Smash or pass. Let him cook on smash or pass on let him cook. Yo, that sounds good.
Why am I coming up with more ideas than you?
I don't know, but I like it. Keep going.
I get a deal machine.
This guy. And I'm getting him for free. W.
Nah, you gotta put in work for this podcast. Like you're putting work in the podcast. So that's decent payment. You know what I'm saying? I'll take the game. Mm-hmm. Now, what's cool is our last one, bro. We did Let's Ask the Streets. That's like our first podcast we did with a podcast. Bro, we were so fucking drunk. I said I don't remember anything.
No, I don't remember. I don't think I remember our conversation. But think about that though. That's like our first podcast with a podcaster. I don't think we've podcasted a podcaster yet.
Yeah.
Who?
I mean, I have.
Oh, you have.
Obviously, I've interviewed a lot of people.
Yeah, but as far as a podcast,
shout outs to Mars 3 times.
Nice. Yeah, no, we gotta go crazy this year, bro. We already did a lot of cool shit. The 3 or 4 episodes that we're sitting on right now are like actually really fucking, they're bangers.
Bro, let's visualize clips. The other day, bro, it's crazy because I felt like my manifestation powers were like so like at their full, not their full, like at a very high level, right? And it's like I could just like pull what I wanted into the earth, and it's crazy. It's like I was Magneto.
Now, you know what is crazy? I'm saying that right now we're sitting on like 3 or 4 bangers, and by the time this comes out, those are going to be out and we're gonna be sitting on like another 3 or 4 or 5 bangers, hopefully.
I don't want to sit on anything because finally got internet and I got I just was sitting on them because I don't have time to edit or internet to upload them.
Yeah. Now we've been getting some W guests on here, bro. It's gonna be fun. But let him cook, man. It's just gonna be a top show.
Damn, bro, that was kind of stupid for you to interrupt me to say that.
What?
Because I was gonna say something good, and then
sorry.
You interrupted me for that.
I don't know. I'm just blabbering. Wah, 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 wah.
Damn, you're like reading. Fuck, bro. Nah, I just want to make more because it's like I want you to have your own podcast, right? Because I like to be interviewed.
He said I want to be on your pod,
bro. I don't like being interviewed, maybe because I remember I was interviewed before. I love being interviewed. Actually, it's actually fun.
Was it a public interview?
No.
What type of interview was it?
I've been interviewed a bunch of times. I wish people would see them. Oh, that's what I was saying about my super manifestation powers. Because I was on TikTok, right? And I texted you this already, but whatever. I'm on TikTok, and then I'm like seeing all this broke nigga, right? I'm just watching this broke nigga. He's like, "Oh, I'm sleeping on the couch and shit."
Stupid.
I'm just watching all this broke nigga shit. I'm like, bro, show me some rich shit. And I literally thought that, bro. And then it's like, oh, how did I make $100,000? And I'm like, oh shit, bro. It's like I'm controlling the algorithm with my mind. And it's like,
Stop the cap.
right? No, but I sent you the video. But it's crazy because it's like, if you can control the as much as people want to complain about the algorithm, why not just use it to your advantage?
Of course. That's why we started doing the cap cuts and shit. That's why sheesh. Nah, but I'm glad that you hopped on the cap cut shit, because like that idea right there is like, why not take the platform, bro? When I started streaming, that's literally my first 2-3 streams were like me mimicking Aiden Ross and Kai Cenat, not their behavior, but how they operate their streams. And that's because that's what I know already. That's what people know already. So it's like, why go against the grain? Yeah, be unique. Yeah, do your own thing. Yeah, evolve.
Walmart Kai
Cenat.
Ass nigga.
Beaner Kai Cenat.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I was gonna put on my little note today on Instagram, like reading ass nigga.
Reading, nah, that's crazy.
Like when ghetto kids were like making fun of other hood niggas, they're like, yo, you reading ass nigga.
Not my favorite. Oh, lame man. Go to the street, ho. I'll beat your motherfucking ass, huh?
And I sent you something the other day. He's like, lame man nigga.
Lame man. We see that shit at work all the time, bro. Just across the street. Hey. They'll be like, yo. I'm like, lame man. Go back and forth.
What were you talking about?
That has.
Yo, you know something super funny, bro?
What's that?
Every day I always see the Ruben Slick interview. You know Ruben Slick,
Ruben
right?
Slick or Ruben Rick?
Slick.
Or Rick Ruben.
You don't know who Ruben Slick is?
No, I don't know who that is.
You don't know Ruben Slick?
No.
This is so much.
He said so much work. I gotta put the laptop down. Press it. Yeah. Why don't you just make your arm more accessible by like you can push your laptop a little bit. You'll be able to see the
Because I want to make sure it's always recording.
No, my man's away.
On my Ruben Slick interview, he was about to talk about how he got raped in prison, right? And then I asked some stupid ass question, and everyone hates me for it. They're like, "Yo, this dude Ruben was about to say this crazy ass rape story of when he was raped," and then it's like, this nigga asked about some stupid shit instead. And we don't get that.
It's like, damn, they would have got the rape story. That's crazy.
I don't even know. I didn't even, because the thing is, bro, like we were just chilling and we're just talking. Is that crazy?
Do you regret not asking Steve and Joe about Hennessy Marie?
I did ask him about it.
Not on podcast.
Yeah, I did. Talked about it.
What did we say? What did you say?
I don't remember.
I don't think
I was super drunk that day.
I don't think we did on podcast. Yeah, we got to start going downstairs in a little bit. We're on the 32nd floor. Yeah, I gotta get out of here like at 3.
Oh, you gotta go?
Yeah, I have one more beer though.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm not gonna finish it if that's okay, but I have half of it.
I could drink my beer, bro. You know what's funny?
Yeah, we're in the penthouse right now. You feel me? We gotta go downstairs in a bit.
It's funny, like every time that we do it by ourselves, I feel like it's like in King of the Hill when Boomhauer and Hank aren't there, and it's like Bill and Dale are there.
Yeah, they're just talking shit. Nah, Dale's fucking hilarious.
You watch King of the Hill?
Damn things over there. Damn, change that damn car mode, motherfucker.
Yep.
Yep. It does not have no like audible language that he's.
Bro, I always wanted that kind of like friendship with my friends. Like I always thought like the friends I was hanging out with in like 2020. Yeah, I always thought we're gonna like live together on the same block.
Bro,
and we're gonna just
like you just took me down memory lane. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. I'm just thinking about King of the Hill and how
it's okay to be rude.
The start of yeah, I don't mind. But King of the Hill was like at 8, bro. They would start it, and that was like the rest of the night would be Adult Swim. After that, Cartoon Network would cut off.
Now you know what? Shit. You know what I fuck with. You ever watch Animation Domination on Fox?
You be watching some shit, bro. No, I never seen that one.
You never watch
Animation Domination? No.
No, it's like King of the Hill, The Simpsons, Family Guy.
That's a combination. Oh, so it's not like a show. It's like a combination of shows.
Yeah, it was like every Sunday they have the new episodes of Family Guy.
I wasn't big on Fox because I never watched The Simpsons like that. Fox, the only thing I watched on there was Family Guy. And even Sundays? Then, I caught on to Netflix by the time I was in like 6th grade.
So. Was it on Sundays though?
What?
That you watch Family Guy and Fox. That's the only time it would show up.
I think, yeah, it had to have been Sundays. And then South Park, I'd watch it on on Adult Swim.
No, on Comedy Central.
On Comedy Central, yeah, not Adult Swim.
Bro, you know what's crazy Central. To me? I always wonder, like, how the fuck, like I always hated this, right? This thing that people do. It's like, oh, what's the baby's name? And it's like, how do you not know Stewie's name?
What's the baby's name?
Yeah.
How fucking...
I mean, you just did it.
Yeah, but I was repeating it.
No, but it's like anytime I watch a show, it's like I have such a good memory.
Ron Harper.
Anytime I have such a good memory, I would never forget a single person's name on like any show, bro. Like All
right, how about this? What was Brian's girlfriend's name?
Which one?
The blonde one. That was dumb.
That's different. She's not a main character. Okay. I don't remember her name.
Quiz you another way.
I probably think of it if I'm on the spot. I'm on the spot right now. Damn, name 3 countries that are.
Name 3 countries. Can you? Let's test it. Name 5 countries. I think we can do that.
Birmingham, Alabama.
Yo, this man here, dog.
Wait, your first is stupid.
Stupid. Damn, 5 countries. Okay.
Is it crazy how like on
Argentina, Mexico. You see that? I'm already done, bro.
Wait, name 5 countries.
Bolivia, Nicaragua.
I was trying to make a good
Cuba,
clip, bro.
Jamaica. I don't know. I named like 6. Name 5 countries.
Egypt, Australia, England.
Stupid.
Persia. Yo, I'm just imagining like Myron's been like, Persia's not a country.
Persia's not a country.
It's so funny because so many girls tell me I'm Persian.
Nah, I love when Sneeko does it because he asks everybody and he lets them say wrong answers. She'll be like,
Florida.
Yeah, there'll be a girl like Florida. You'll be like, okay, what else? And then at the end, right, everybody will say their answer. So, by the way, Florida's not a country. You're dumb as fuck. He just go off on them. I'm like, yo, he just lets them go, bro, and then he eats them up at the end. I love it.
Hey, why don't you come to Winwood with me so we can ask the real people these questions?
Let's go meet Sneeko so we can do 1 minute podcast and get his blessing.
Let's make our own 1 minute podcast.
That's what I wanted to do, but I didn't want to take Sneeko's idea. But at the same time, I was just gonna do
it. Bro?
And then at the beginning of it, I was gonna be like, shout out to Sneeko for this idea.
You know what? That nigga's.
I was gonna give him props for it.
That nigga because he really that wasn't even the first nigga that did that shit, bro.
Yeah, but he was like he was
in honestly, the 70s.
I found out about Sneeko before. Like way before he did this whole fucking red pill, like streamer type Andrew Tate. Before he was in that whole direction and he had a political run with Kanye West, I would watch his YouTube videos and there were no bias. He would just go out and do interviews with people and he'd ask them questions. And I loved it. I'm still a big fan of Sneeko. I fuck with Sneeko heavy, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, seeing that platform that he made and seeing the structure of the show and how he would ask people questions and they would be so willing to give like such personal information within the course of like 2 minutes and then he'd mash it all together and make a funny edit. It was cool as fuck.
Wait, so how did you feel about those interviews with that at FIU?
I personally, bro, I don't watch that type of content. So when I go out there, it's like I'm just making content. that makes any sense.
That's not answering the question.
Well, you said how do I
feel
feel about it? That's how I feel about it. Like it's like content. It's not like I'm not like in like another world when I do it.
So what is the difference between what I did or what we did and what Sneeko did with a 1 minute podcast? We did longer than a minute with those girls.
I guess the big difference.
That burp hurt.
Yeah, it sounded like bro had to recover for a second.
That's too much fire.
But like the biggest difference is when we go out there and when you go out there to make clips, it's you want to make the most viral thing, or you want to make the clip that generates the most views. I think the big difference between that and what Sneeko did was he just asked controversial questions.
My
goal
goal
he'd
is
go out there and ask like, oh, like, how do you feel about the vaccine? And then he'd leave it at that. And then he'd just see what people would respond. What we do is more like, what's your zodiac sign? So it's a big difference.
My goal is to help people though.
That's fair. You know what I'm saying? If that's your goal. But as far as the questions go, it's
ask real stuff, bro. I ask if you go to a girl's house and she doesn't, you know, like, you don't make a move. That's a good question. You think you're gonna see her again? Yeah. Because how many times you go to a girl's crib and you're like, all right, I'm not gonna like do nothing. I'm just gonna chill. You know,
like, be at the play the gentleman role.
Yeah,
of course. It's a great question. Don't get me wrong. I agree with what you're saying.
Like the answer, because bro, that view, I got 100K in like the first week.
Listen, and I'm not attacking you, bro. I don't want you to feel no type of way about what I'm saying right now. I just personally, I'm a big fan of the 1 minute podcast versus what we do, and it's not because I think what you do is bad. It's just what I watch is more like I like to hear people's ideas about controversy.
But the thing is, bro,
it's like, what do you feel about Kanye West? It's like that's what I want to see.
It's like, you know, if you're gonna like, we're friends, so you gotta be on my side, bro.
Of course,
it's like what Andrew Tate said. It's like he's like, oh, you gotta give up, and he punched his own friend in the face. It's like you gotta be kind of passionate about those interviews, and it's because to me,
when me and you go out there, we have a lot of fun.
I'm not gonna.
I feel like Rolling Loud. That was fun. I went with you to Rolling Loud, and the content we got was great, bro. I enjoyed myself, and I enjoy making the content.
Yo, I went to Lil Draco, bro. Shout out to Lil Draco.
Shout out to Lil Draco. But I'm not saying your content is anything far from bad. I'm not saying that at all. I love it, and people love it. The numbers could speak for itself. You don't need me to say it. But what I am saying is, I'm a huge fucking fan of 1 minute podcast. If I had to choose to make my own platform, it'd be a little bit more like that. But as far as for what you're doing, I love it. I think what you're doing is it's fun. That's the part about it. What I like is the controversy. But it doesn't mean that you're doing anything bad or that you're doing anything wrong or that I'm going against you. I just think what you're doing is a little more fun than what I like to watch sometimes. I love the fun though. When I want to have something, when I want to watch something fun, I'm going to go to your TikTok. When I want to watch something a little more controversial, I'm going to go to Sneeko shit. Because I want to see something different.
Yeah, but I guess it's just because I don't really like Sneeko that
much. Maybe.
I'm so like, I'm damn, bro. Fuck. I think we can end it right here. You want to talk about anything else? I'm like tripping out right now. I'm like, fuck, bro. Nick, don't forget who you are, dog. Don't forget who you are.
No, bro. Into an animal. Nick Torius is the GOAT, man. Listen. Besides anything else, you know what I'm saying? Y'all go check the TikTok. How do I check the Instagram? The numbers can speak for itself, bro.
I'm like, how do I get my memory back? Let me drink more beer. It's like I can like go under my mind and be like, who am I really?
All right. Well, let me ask you one more question before we get out of here. What would you change about the public interviews? Because you asked me a genuine question. I answered it honestly.
My interviews?
I want to know about what you would change about your public interviews. I don't want you to feel attacked. I answered it honestly.
Shoot vertical.
Shoot vertical.
Yeah, that's it.
Instead of up.
Yeah. Done.
He said done. There's no other criticism.
Well, what would you change?
I wouldn't change much, bro. I'd say you're being yourself. Just keep doing that. Perhaps utilize your energy the best. So before you go out there, make sure you eat something that's light and that gives you a lot of energy. You know, maybe drink.
Nah, because when I have too much energy, niggas start hating and they're like, "Yo, let's go, bro. I'm done. I'm not doing no more interviews."
All right. So then, how about this? Whatever patterns you see within yourself that you attract the best reactions from people, do that. Like for example, when I work out and then I go out and I have a conversation, or when I'm on a streak with You know, the whole no
On
fap shit.
Snapchat.
Yeah, on Snapchat. Yeah. The reception I get from people is a lot different. So what I would say is just utilize that, bro. But you're on the right path. The content is great. I would say another thing too, when you make compilation videos, you could add in a little like more edits and stuff to make them a bit more funny.
Nah.
That's your styling.
Here,
You gotta.
I'll let you borrow my computer, so you can try to do that. Because when you see how fucking slow my computer goes, then I will let you do
I
that.
thought you were saying nah because you didn't want to. It's like, nah, bro, my computer just won't take it.
Now, if my computer was faster, bro, I would do that. But
Yeah.
it's like, bro, that shit goes so slow.
Nah, I feel you.
I used to do that. If you watch the old ones, I would do it.
Yeah.
But sometimes, bro, it's like they be overdoing it. And it's like they do every single thing that they say. It's like a cut. And it's like, bro, like chill out with that shit, bro. Sometimes you don't need it at all. Like I watch interviews without that shit all the time.
Nah, I feel you. I don't know. But
You
yeah,
know-
I like the show. I like
You know what's the craziest part about that though, bro? You know, like the only thing honestly that matters when it comes to interviews and stuff is the amount of followers that somebody has. It's like how many followers do they have? Like do they have like this whole verification stuff is kind of like at first I thought like fuck. Whenever I hit up people to do interviews, it's like they're like are they verified? Like if they were verified, I'll interview you. But now it's like anyone can be verified. But now it's
you can check if they have their first and last name. That means that they're
yeah. But some people had their first and last name before. You know, because that's who they're known as.
yeah.
Look at David Goggins.
Yeah, it's just David Goggins. But him, you know
Yeah.
for a fact that he didn't pay for his shit.
Yeah.
When you see someone with 1,000 followers and they got a blue check mark, and then you check their caption and they have a rap name in their Instagram, it's like, yeah, why is your caption not your rap name, buddy?
But the thing is, what I'm saying is like, you know, like once you're able to just like fuck, like when it comes to like clout in the interviews and shit, it's like clout is the only thing that matters because what is the interview? It's literally clout. So it's like you have to be a clout chaser. Yeah. Like that's literally your job is to clout chase.
I get you.
You know? So it's like you have to. That's what I'm saying. Like the best thing about those public interviews that I like is that like I'll run into like a girl who has like 220,000 followers or like 1 million followers. Like sometimes, bro, like I love when I like go up to a girl and then she has like 1 million followers. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't even like her.
Yeah,
she has like 1 million followers. It's crazy. And it's like, you know, like for me, I live on the internet, so it's like I have to. I see that oh, she has 1 million followers. Let me DM her. I gotta read that shit. But if I interview her in public, it's like, oh shit, this girl got 200,000 followers. That's, bro, that's like a payday to me.
Isn't that funny how like that also like elevates your status? Like if you have like a girl with like a bunch of followers, like I've done it before where like I was talking to a girl like who has like a bunch of followers and I'll tell one of my boys and it's a lot more important to me just because of the amount of followers, not how she looks.
Bro,
like, damn, I got a famous bitch. And it's
like
she's not really famous, but she just like 20,000 followers or some shit. I'll be like, damn, this bitch lit. You feel me?
But they just be walking around Wynwood, bro. Like they're nothing. Like they're just like in a dress, just walking around. Hey, somebody talk to me. Somebody give me attention. And you do, and you're like, hey, you want to do it? That's why you gotta talk to the ugly friend, because then the pretty friend has a lot of followers. And then you're like, oh shit, this girl got a lot of followers. And then you post the shit, and then the shit blows up. And it's like that's why I like to do the public interviews because it's like I can hit up the person like, hey, I would love to have you on the podcast, and they're like, oh, I'll think about it. But it's like when it's on the spot, it's like you have no choice.
That's another thing too. Like when you did the basketball one,
I'm just kidding.
You could have done an episode with just CJ. So what's his name? CJ So Cool or
King Sid?
King Sid. That's what I'll get YouTubers mixed up and shit. You should have done an episode with just his name on it instead of throwing him in a collab video.
I did.
You did? Did it do well? Oh, nah, but. No, but that's the only thing I would
Yo, you know what's funny about King Sid?
Emphasize a little more on the guests and shit too.
I interviewed King Sid twice, right?
Uh-huh.
And it's so funny both times he did the same exact thing. He's like, oh, look at him, and he goes away.
Nah, like he uses the same method to get away from any situation.
Yeah, so I leave with like a 40-second interview both times, bro. And he's like, yo, look at this guy, and he
yeah,
just goes
bro.
away.
No, hey, look at that over. He just disappeared.
Yeah, I don't know what it is because the thing is, bro, like when I interviewed him the last time, like the first time I interviewed him, I know you gotta go. My fault.
Nah, you're good, dog.
The first time I interviewed him, he was he was like, I didn't know anything about him. So my boy just like, yo, that guy has like 1 million followers on YouTube. So I was like, all right, bet I'm gonna go interview him. So I did, and then like I check out his stuff, and his shit was funny as fuck. And I was like, oh shit, I fuck with this guy. I fuck with his content. So then the second time, I have so much things to talk to him about because it's like I watch his stuff, and then he's like, oh shit, yo, look at this guy, and he just goes away. I'm like, damn, right.
And then bamboozled you.
Yeah.
The classic bamboozle.
See, look, that's another thing too, bro. It's like that's why I love public interviews. Like I go to Fredo Bang, right? Fredo Bang, he has a song with Lil Durk.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, like I don't have to be like, hey, so how did you get into music? I don't have to ask none of that silly shit, bro. It's like, oh, what kind, like, do you eat ass or some shit? I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
I forgot what I
Go
asked.
straight into it. Yeah,
I forgot what I asked them, but it's like, you know, I just asked them those questions, and it's like it makes it so much easier, bro.
Bro, you know how many cool interviews we're gonna get rolling that weekend?
Are we?
Don't say that.
Mr. I bought a ticket.
Mr. Speak things into existence, but ask are we when I say something positively affirmative.
No, I mean, we can't, bro. Like every year, I always go on to Rolling Loud, and I always see like the people who's performing, and I'm like, I always DM them like, hey, I was supposed to interview Sweetie, right?
I always thought about doing that because I knew a few people, but
I remember I was supposed to interview Sweetie, and then she's like, yeah, come over here, and then at the last second,
you gotta put your mic closer.
Oh God, I'm drunk. I was interviewing Sweetie. She's like, at the last second, she's like, oh, her manager texts me. She's like, oh, she's sick. And I'm like, what? That's fucking weird.
No, but that's lit though, bro. Interviewing Sweetie, what the fuck?
You didn't see? That's like my first picture on Instagram.
Yeah.
Yo, some girl on Tinder, she's like, oh, you don't get points just because you're with that girl. I'm like, you mean Sweetie?
You don't get points because you're with that girl. Who do you think you are?
Stupid. Bro, you know, one time, it's 3 o'clock. I'm gonna just tell the story real quick.
Go ahead.
One time I was with Cuban Savage, Cuban Doll.
Cuban, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
She's like one of my favorite rappers, right? She's fire, bro.
Surprise.
Nah, she's fire. Nah, she got a song with Yachty and Lil Baby. I love that song. At least at that point.
Oh, that's funny.
And it's so funny. I remember I met her, bro. And she was like so into me and shit. She had the same energy as Sweetie, right? Like Sweetie and her were both like attracted to me. And it's so crazy, bro. Like that shit gets to my head because it's like I see them like
superstars, like
yeah. I actually see their attraction for me.
I get you.
And it's crazy because I'm like a regular guy, you know. It's like I'm attracting these girls. It's crazy.
But you're not a regular guy. You can't say that. You're on a statistic level.
You're right.
On a statistic level, you're a regular guy. But you gotta remember, real recognize real, stars recognize stars. We all in this bitch. You know, when somebody sees something special in somebody, they could call it out instantly.
Do you feel like you're a star though? Like you have what Kyson now has?
I don't think about that. I just do what I do.
That's a very Kanye answer. You don't got the answer, Sway.
I don't think about that, bro. I just do what I do, and I know
I
who I am.
think it's important to think about it though.
I know who I am though, bro. Like I've turned up enough crowds in my life. I've turned up enough friends in my life to know like the type of energy I bring to the table. I don't need to like question it. I'm like in my head like the coolest.
Remember I asked Steven.
I don't have to think about it.
When Steven was on the last episode and you was like, what makes you a star and what makes you different from us at the table? And none of us, like, we didn't really get anywhere with it.
Yeah. I feel like it was hard for him to answer only because he didn't really know.
Bro,
like
I want some fucking chicken wings, dog.
Yo, this has been like 5 episodes in, bro. I think this is probably even, what is it, like my 11th podcast?
Is it?
And I've heard like about these wings for like 4 episodes already.
Do you have this, Gio?
I really want wings now too.
Is this what you have? He's a star. The energy, a star? Like how her eyes go behind her head, bro. Is that what you have?
I have no doubt in my mind that Gianni Linus will be one of the biggest in 2024. I'm making and I'm building my platform in 2023.
Say your name right.
I'm gonna do my shit every other day right now. I'm going full pedal to the metal. June 1st.
Whoa there, buddy.
No. Whoa there. Listen, June 1st, I am streaming every single night until I average 1,000 viewers.
Wait, what about on Wednesday night?
I promise. Shit, when I get home Wednesday night, I might, you know what I'm saying? Or I might have to bust an early stream on
Just stream on the podcast.
Or stream the podcast and count it as a stream. Exactly. There we go. I like that. So even then, you feel me? I get my streams done. But I promise you this. He's asking me questions. He's trying to make me question who I am and my character.
Am I? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Are you a star?
I promise you this. Gianni is not regular, bro. As much as I try to humble myself, as much as I try to compare myself to the average person, I love it. I love being friends with normal people. I'm not normal, bro. And I'm going to show the world.
And with that being said, this has been episode 31 of Going Deep Podcast. And we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Out.